Hi there guys, so I'm back with another vlog here today in Tesco. I've got Zayn here.
Yo,
He's dressed up as, which character is it?
Eren Yeager.
Ooh, the
You don't know
full
who that
suit
is,
on.
bro.
I don't know, but it looks like, you've got the full attire going. But anyways, today I want to dive into the world of education and how the education system here in the UK is set up. And a lot of the kids, even the adults, the adolescents, the way they merge from primary school, secondary school, college, and then university, and what they might face as obstacles and stuff, and my personal story. So as I've put out there before, I've got a short story of how my university years went. So unfortunately, it didn't work out. I didn't get my degree, but I did it, and due to health reasons and stuff, I couldn't continue. So it did really feel like the odds were stacked against me. But nevertheless, I hear several times that kids, they've got a lot of dreams in primary school, secondary school, and then by the time they go college, they lean from side to side, as in they get polluted from the parent side, from the friend side, they're peer pressured, and they don't really know which path to take, usually within the range of 16 to 18ish. And I've heard within the last few days a lot of the kids that are applying, so looking online on YouTube, other different articles, a lot of the kids, their dreams are not as strong as they were. And I think that's to do with how the course of the AI being introduced, jobs being more scarce, and different motivations and motives for kids. So nowadays a lot of the kids aspire to just be YouTubers on here. They look up to Mr. Beast, whereas before they were looking up to a scientist of some sort, a doctor, things that were more on the academic side. But first of all, what's your take on kids dreaming to actually venture out and do things that are more effective for our society and good for them, rather than aspiring to be musicians that you hear nowadays? What's your take?
Yeah, don't be a musician, don't be a footballer, like, don't be an astronaut. All that shit ain't gonna work out. Life don't go as easy as you think it does. Just because you got complimented once and you think you can do something, you can't do something. It's not gonna work out for you. You have to be one in a million to do those sort of things. And trust me, don't start some shit clothing brand as well. That's another one that I find a lot of the youth is doing. It's not gonna work out.
It's about money nowadays. Like you said, clothing brands, maybe restaurants.
It's kind of just trends. They think that this thing is gonna work out just because they're doing it. A million other people are doing the same shit. Come on.
Exactly. So what really matters is, what's going to pay for you at the end of the day, and at the same time, fulfill you of your actual role as an adult. So we've got too many people trying to be rappers.
Don't try and be a YouTuber as well.
That's exactly what I said.
Don't try and be like Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast ain't a good guy. Everything you see on camera, he got exposed for a few stuff a long time ago, and everyone's forgot about it now because he's famous. But yeah, don't try and be a YouTuber. Don't work out like that.
The way a lot of things used to work before is people would do YouTube whilst doing their normal jobs on the side and just carrying on with their life, and then somehow they get noticed and then they actually blow up and become sort of famous. But nowadays it's the opposite. So people are leaving their jobs, leaving school, and focusing on things like Kick, TikTok, and just coming online and just having the dream and aspiration of being the next Kai Cenat and
Johnny Somali.
yeah, he's a wild guy out there. But I think it's the whole glitz and glamour of being able to talk your mind and being able to earn money, and just the fun life is what's appealing to them.
Yeah, but as the case is with a lot of people, they don't really make it in their specific thing that they want to do. You've been doing YouTube for years now, but you haven't went proper viral, over 100k views. That would be something to wish for, right? I know a friend that's got that actually, and he just jumped on a bandwagon and he got lucky, I guess.
Yeah. there are stories out there of people that get lucky, and sometimes it just works out for different people. And a lot of the people also force it. So there's this whole saying of you don't have talent, you have views. So views doesn't really mean that you'll be able to do this long term. It's just a sort of a, how do I say it? Your 15 minutes of fame is still ongoing. But it doesn't really mean that you have talent. And if the camera was to shut and YouTube was to close down, you really wouldn't know where to go from there. So talent and also dream, they are two separate things. But whatever your dream is, try to maybe sharpen your skills, and then you'll have talent towards the dream, and then it will just align basically.
Yeah.
So
some people aren't gonna become the next iShow Speed. Like, just stop idolizing like people who do entertainment, because you're not gonna always get into it.
yeah, exactly. So looking on here, so we stood right here, as I said, on the book aisle of Tesco, and there's book like Chris McCausland, if I'm pronouncing it right. So his story is, he's got some sort of learning difficulties, and he's actually made it by using what people make fun of him into a paying career. So he's a stand-up comedian now. And there's other books like Freddie Flintoff, which is about his story of how he used to have, I think the word is bulimia, where somebody eats, throws up, tries to keep a certain image of themselves, and they think they look basically fat and overweight. And it's just sort of psychological games. And then, finally he overcame it, came out the other side of the tunnel, and he's wrote a book of what he's faced and his journey throughout. So it's just basically these people that once didn't find, their lives sort of fruitful or paying off or just worthy to live, if I can say it in those words. And what they did do is they persisted on their careers. They overcame all the mental fog, and from there they were able to actually make a living out of whatever path would open up. So for example, one became a comedian, the other one started to write books. And I don't know the full story behind it, but I've heard Freddie Flintoff's story is actually big, like maybe he was a rugby player, something between those lines. But I've got another sort of a big concern here. So whenever it comes to university, so Zayan here knows a lot about it because he's in university himself now. Do you think that it's worth, the amount of money that you're paying towards the university for the courses that you're doing and the teaching styles as well? So if you could just dive into that.
No, it's not worth it. Don't do it.
What's your experience like? Is there the teaching style is shit? Is it not worth it?
Very. I think all this theory work is bullshit, right? So, like, in real life, no one really does much theory work. They just do like practical. They just get on with it. And if you really need theory work, you just hire someone else to do it. Like, you won't waste that time if you're a professional in practical activities.
Exactly, definitely. It's, a lot of the courses like photography, media, let it be drama lessons and stuff. A lot of the work is just writing it out and just studying this, studying that. Whereas a lot of the people are vocational learners, so not really academic where they sit down and write, and that's not really what they're paid for. You can actually get that same education or even better on Google. So
That's true.
yeah, so really to pay 9k a year towards a lot of writing, a lot of different styles of learning things, there should really be two paths, and maybe you should fill out a form before you actually start the course itself, so just it's more tailored towards your learning styles and stuff. But the whole writing things out, paying 9k a year for it, and you're really after the degree, so a lot of the people are just overlooking everything and just struggling regardless. But is it really worth it? In my opinion, it's not worth it, but you still need a degree, so I see why a lot of people are persistent and stuff. So hopefully there's going to come a time where there's a choice of the different learning styles, maybe a university that has a split practical side and a academic side, and they both at the end of the day lead to the same degree. and people can just sort of choose and stuff. And the money, 9K, yeah, it's extortion. It literally, in the way I see it, I've paid it, and I don't have a degree, so I'm feeling the pain like a lot more than the normal people that have degrees, of course. What's your take on the financial part? Is it worth 9K, number one?
Fuck no. Like, it used to be like 3K years ago, didn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah. So they're just like, unis are going broke anyway, so they need to make money on somehow. So they'll just keep upping the price. In the far future, it'll probably be like 20K.
That's insane. You know, at 3K, I used to think like, oh, university is a lot of money. 9K, I was literally mind blown. And then it's gonna keep rising, like you said, and good luck. But anyways, before you start making that payment and dive into or select a course that you're unsure of or uncertain, let's go back to the start of this video. Look at your aspirations, your dreams, calculate everything. And I know your youngsters out there that are doing this whole process, but sit down, look at the different options, and instead of jumping into the whole pick up a camera and let's just, you know, become famous, actually look into what you want to do, where your position is and your calling here is in life here, and pick wisely. Take your time. There's no rush. You can take a gap year, you know, find out what you really want to do, find out and work. And sometimes people learn from the year off they take by working, and they think like, you know, if work's going to be like this, you know, I'm actually going to go back to university, buckle down, do this course, and actually do something worth my time and stuff. Anyways, that's it for today's educational vlog here, and we're going to keep the vlog right here, so we'll end it right here. Is there anything you'd like to add on to it, or?
Nothing, no. But yeah, I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. If you just pick up a camera, you're not gonna be like Ali. You're gonna be like Johnny Somali.
That is something worth thinking of. You're not gonna be like me.
You just see like so many like. Do you know Mizzy?
Mizzy.
That guy that in London, he like broke into someone's house for a joke. He just posted it online.
He was going viral around,
Yeah,
I think 3 years ago or something.
Yeah, around that time.
Yeah, but he's changed.
It's just it's just like clout, you know. Don't chase clout. It's not worth it.
Yeah, don't follow trends. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with, you know, looking up to the real Ali here. You know, I'm very inspirational.
That's true.
I take pride in my work, and I'll support you on your journey if you want to be like me. But anyways, I'll catch you lot on the next part of the vlog, and take care, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.